Hey all, this is ToVL here again. This is probably about my 5th or 6th take of this thing. You can see in my combat log, from my previous attempts, I was in the wrong renown spec. I had to respec for to an vulture lord, had my points in parry instead of crit. I was wondering why these things weren't dying this fast, and well, I got my answer. I wanted to show you all a little trick that bumped into. This is actually based on my new 136 build, not my newer one. The reason that I decided against using this is because I was told, or rather Nate told the player base, and opposed while 136 was in development, that this didn't work. Well, he's wrong. Here, let me show you what I mean by this here. I'm not going to show you my tactics. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do ahead of time. I'm just going to go ahead and get it done. I'm going to go ahead and hit my crook here because the first few times I tried to test this, the guy parried me a lot. So we're just going to make sure that doesn't happen this time. Here we go. There we go. Alright, there we go. So that was the trick there. You see, I used very little AP again. What I was doing is I used Whispering Wind to take away the cooldown on both Sudden Shift and Ether Dance. Now, Sudden Shift doesn't invoke the global cooldown, so I was able to just hit it twice and then go to Ether Dance. So in the course of a single taunt, I was able to fire off 2 Ether Dances. If I wanted to continue with that, I could have just hit taunt again and hit 2 abilities and gone again because taunt would have had a recast of 10 seconds, as you saw there on my bars there. I also changed up my UI. I've gotten a lot of complaints about the UI lately. I didn't quite like mine either, so I just picked up Yak UI, and I've made some modifications to it here. I'm going to get somewhere safe, and I'm going to show you some stuff in the combat log, and we're going to show you the kill time, and then I'll show you the tactics that I'm using for this here. So let's see. The kill was done with centuries of training at 47 seconds, so I can't hide that. That's in there. We almost noticed that no damage was mitigated whatsoever on it. I was able to zero out the enemy's resist. Swordmasters are able to do that on players too, so that's why I like those mobs. They tend to have similar armor resistance and toughness to players. The kill blow is at 47 seconds. The initial hit was the initial hit. Okay, the initial hit was at 29 seconds. So from 29 to 47 is 18 seconds. It's even quicker than the focused offense build. Okay, now the other thing I want you to notice is I'm not using focused offense. I have discerning offense, centuries of training. You saw that in the combat log. Potent enchantments, you may have seen that in there too, and great weapon mastery. So the ability to spam Ether Dance made up for all the other dots and such that I missed from my other builder. And you see I didn't use near as much AP, and I still didn't get my butt kicked nearly as much. The reason for using centuries of training over something like Deep Incision or Explosive Agony is I'm not using those abilities during my main burst. So these will fire, centuries of training potent jams will fire off anything. So that was the reasoning behind that there. Yeah, this is very AP efficient, but you know, you give up your snare, you're not going to have an enemy snared during this, unless you want to throw that on there during the initial, but then you have to give it the spirit debuff. Or you have to have somebody else do it for you. So you have to make some sacrifices to do this, but I mean, if you're just looking for raw damage, this is the way to do it. You could also put focused offense in here and make this even quicker. But anyway, there's my little trick of the day with Whispering Wind and Sudden Shift. Hopefully it doesn't get fixed next week on me here. If it does, then oh well. So I'll talk to you guys later.